everybody? Today we are going to be working on this Jeep Patriot and I'm going to be installing a universal backup camera. We found the camera, I think just Googling it, but I'll show you all the parts it came with. And I'll put the link in the description of where the camera came from. But you've got the mirror, so when you put the car in reverse, the image should pop right up on the mirror. All the sending wire, the camera, signal wire. Of course, most important, the camera itself. We did have an issue where we ordered the camera and they sent us the wrong one, because there's like different ways of mounting, the reverse mirror, I guess, onto the windshield. So if you see here, this one has a screw and it just slides onto this plate. So that's what we now have. I'm just going to try and, I guess, show you guys the process that I'm going to have to go through to install the camera, as well as the backup mirror itself, and then kind of show you how it works and everything. But I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward install and pretty cool end product when it's all said and done. Because of this car in general, it's a little bit boxy, so it's kind of difficult to see out of the back of. First things first, anytime you want to work on a car and you're doing electrical, you always want to disconnect the battery. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so that's that, and now we can move inside and start working on the actual hardware install. You want to start by pulling this bolt and loosening that, because basically underneath it just creates pressure against this plate. So now that that's loose, it slides right off. Now you have a rearview mirror. Here's the bolt I was talking about. So you just loosen that and it basically releases off of this plate. And so now that that's off, we can put the new one on. I'm gonna get to work on trying to pull some of this headliner down to make it sit a little bit more flush. I've spent some time pulling all of the interior stuff off, and now I'm up to the front, because the way that this car was set up, seems like you kind of have to start somewhere in the middle and work your way from there. Alright, so hopefully this will allow me to get some access. A little bit. But I'll just do a quick show you what I've done. So back here, we pulled all this paneling down, as well as this right here, because we're gonna feed the wiring for the camera through here, so it's nice and discreet. And then this is the wiring for the camera. There's a hole right here that I poked through, and then, watch your head. Right here, we drilled into the outside, so we got a nice rubber seating, so the camera's gonna sit like that. So we'll just use some either screws or a piece of 3M or something, and that's nice and discreet. So now it's just all the wire tucking that's the fun part. And then figuring out, because I pulled the taillight off, you can see, so I'm pretty sure this is the reverse light power wire, so it should be like a 5 volt. So this is going to be our signal wire, so I've had to trace that up through the side of the car, through the wiring harness, all the way up to the front footwell here. So I pulled this apart a little bit, and I believe it is this wire right here. So, because it's the same white wire with like a blue line. So that's the one we're going to try and tap into, because I believe that's the signal wire for the reverse lights. So once we tap into that, it should automatically kick the camera on when you put the car in reverse. Then I just have to figure out which one of these is a 12 volt wire so that we have power to the camera. And then put everything back together. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything right now. I just finished wiring up the camera and give it the first test, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I've got going. So, like I said before, I found the wiring and I traced it back along the side to then come up to the front here. And now that everything is all nice and kind of tucked up underneath the headliner, I just kind of preemptively got the wiring set up so it comes down the A pillar here and down into the footwell. And so here's your signal stuff. So this is to the camera itself, this piece here. And what I didn't realize, so when I was testing it just now, I had it in AV input 1, because in theory, you'd think AV1 would be the main one to use, and AV2 would kind of be like your extra accessory. But nope, AV1 is for an accessory camera and AV2 is the main one. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me, because I had it wired the other way around and the camera was turning on when it wasn't in reverse and turning off when I put it in reverse, and I was like, why is it reading the signal wire backwards? That doesn't make any sense. But whatever, I figured out. So what I did here for the wiring, the power is the red one, which is right here. I just found and kind of went through a couple different wires and tested them for voltage. Found this one to be 14, 15 volts. And then this is the signal wire, same thing, 14, 15 volts. So that's plugged in, so backup signal. And then we grounded to this bolt right here. So that's all wired up. And the camera works just like it's supposed to. The mirror is basically just chilling. And then you pop it in reverse, which I will show you guys once I finish buttoning everything up. I'm gonna take the time and obviously put all of the trim back in place because the car is kind of halfway apart. So thanks, Casey. I look so well lit for the nighttime. You can thank our light man over here for having my face visible, because I'm sure that's what you're worried about. So we've got the camera all screwed in right here and mounted. So that's nice and discreet. And then the wiring comes in through here and then goes up the A-pillar there. We've got this little wire exposed, but that's it. And then comes down through in here. Everything's all buttoned back together. Trunk's back together. All that's done. You can close that. And then from there comes down the, I don't even know what the hell that was called, kick panels, sure. And then up to here, and then through there to the mirror. Yay! I'm gonna do one last test and call it a day. Car starts. And then when you go to put it in reverse, bam, reverse camera.
Oh, that's cool shit.
That's it. You can adjust those bars for different like lengths and stuff, I guess. And there's like a remote that came with it. I don't really know. But all in all, it's a pretty cool product. Like I said, I'll link the item down in the description so you guys can check it out if it's something you'd be interested in. As far as the wiring goes, it's pretty like much, you got to figure it out on your own, but it's very easy. You just have to get a power and a signal wire, and that's it. The rest is very just plug and play with the camera and stuff. That's pretty much it for this install. I am really cold and I'm gonna go have some Thanksgiving food. So appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions on the install. I'll try to answer any questions in the comments below. So thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Peace.